Hello, everyone. I have a thought. What is the rapture going to look like? Well, so all my life I was raised in church, and we had these videos and movies that had pictures of the people with their clothes left behind, and they were just like, they were gone. Where'd these people go? So of course, that's what you were raised on. That's what you believe. But when you read the scriptures, that's not the image that I get. So I want to remind you of the two verses that that they really use, First Thessalonians chapter 4 and then 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Well, the moment in the twinkling of an eye, it's what they're using for these people to just suddenly vanish. Okay, so what does that verse say? It says, "Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead in Christ shall be raised incorruptible. We shall be changed. For this incorruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality." That is verses 51 through 53. So the moment in the twinkling of an eye has nothing to do with us ascending into heaven. It is our bodies putting on incorruptible. We're changing into our glorified bodies. The dead in Christ shall be putting on incorruptible, and our bodies will be instantly changed into incorruptible, into glorified bodies like Christ's was. Okay, so when is the rapture, or when do we ascend into heaven? So in 1 Thessalonians 4, it says, for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. So that is our actually going up. It's giving the order of who's going up first and who's going up second. So the dead in Christ are going to rise first. Well, so like my husband, he's dead. He's in the grave. It might take him, a minute, 30 seconds. It might take him 10 minutes. I don't know how long. People that are, in the oceans that have been there for, 1,500, 2,000 years, they've been there for a long time. So it might take them a while to, get up. We don't know. It could be instantaneous. It might not be, though. That part might take a few seconds or a few minutes even. So what the vision that I'm getting is similar to Christ, how he ascended into heaven and they watched him go up. They watched him from the ground all the way up. And I've been there in Israel where they actually left the mount where he left. They actually have a mosque there now. It was a temple, but they changed it to a mosque. Anyway, it's pretty cool. They watched him go up, and the angels descended and said, what are you looking at? This guy that just left, he's going to come back the same way he left. Okay, so just like you watched him go up, you're going to watch him come down. Of course, that's at the end of the tribulation. Anyway, so, and then you think about Elijah. Elisha watched him ascend into heavens, and Elijah threw down his mantle and Elisha caught it after the chariots had come and picked him up. So it's where are we getting this image that people are just going to vanish like that? The moment in the twinkling of an eye. But that doesn't say that. It says we shall be changed in the moment of the twinkling of an eye. So I'm giving you a new idea. Possibly we're all sitting around, the trumpet sounds, and our bodies change. We're all changed into glorified bodies. And people around us who are not Christians are going to well, what's going on with you? What just happened? Then all the dead people are going to come out of their graves and start going up. And can you imagine everybody pulling out their phones and videoing these people that suddenly look different? Maybe we'll be made invisible. Maybe, but Christ wasn't. I mean, he was sometimes, and sometimes he wasn't. And Elijah wasn't made invisible. Just something to think about. Have a nice day.